Now, yeah. So, hi everyone. I'm speaking to the only fan SRK follows. I'm speaking to Sudhir Kothari, who's the founder and admin of the SRK Chennai FC. So, Sudhir, I'm not sure if I should start from the last SRK movie or the first SRK movie, but let me just start off with your book, the only fan SRK follows, and how did you end up being one of the few people that Shah Rukh Khan follows on social media?
Yeah, actually, it's like started in 2013 uh, when the SRK sir regularly does that Ask SRK session. He started, I think he started in 2013 only, that Ask SRK session during Chennai Express movie. So that time, I also joined Twitter because of this only, that I thought if I get a reply from sir, that will the biggest gift or that will the biggest moment for me in life. So I just joined Twitter and I started participating in Ask SRK sessions and like I started asking him questions, something which I mean to ask. So for first reply I got from is that one day I asked him, I like before some few sessions I joined, but I not got reply. So in like a frustration, it's not frustration because it's not easy to get reply from sir, but still I was thinking that अरे सिर्फ मेरे को ही reply नहीं मिल रहा, I think बाकी सबको मिल रहा है, like that kind of thing. I wrote a I next in next SRK session I just tweeted him saying that uh, sir, don't know whether I will get reply or not, so please see me once, क्या पता कल हो ना हो. So for that immediately I got a reply from him saying that आज तो है.
Right.
So that was the actually first conversation with him, first reply in Ask SRK session. And after that, I regularly started participating in for Ask SRK session. Whenever he comes online, I keep notification on, and in whatever work I be, I just leave it and I start participating it. So like that only once again I got a chance to participate, and that time I started a business in the name of Chakde Stocks, inspired from the movie
Okay.
Chakde India.
Right.
Actually, I am a financial advisor in stock market. So I run an
Okay.
advisory firm. So I named the firm as Chak De Stocks Advisory, inspired from the movie Chak De India.
Yeah.
So I tweeted him saying that, hi sir, I run a business in the name of Chak De Stocks, inspired from your movie Chak De India. It will be great if you bless me to be success in my life. So immediately he responded to the tweet. He replied me saying that, yeah, you will do good in the future. You will progress in your life, and you will go more. You will achieve more heights. Like that, he responded and immediately followed me. That was the moment.
Right.
Yeah, so that was 28th August 2013. Around 3:30 p.m. he followed me immediately. So
Right.
I don't know, I didn't notice he followed me. I was on cloud nine, say, for that reply itself, that he blessed me for my business. What more I need? So
Right.
I was just taking the screenshot and I was concentrating on that. But
Was this following by SRK before or after you started the Chennai FC club?
hey, before, like after he followed me,
Yeah.
immediately I converted my account to Chennai fan club. I got follow back. It is a
Right.
blessing from sir. So I thought that I should now convert it into a fan club and try to connect all the Sarukans as much as I can.
After the Chennai FC fan club started, one of the interesting things about the SRK Chennai fan club is that Chennai is not known to be a Hindi film watching center as prominently as maybe Hyderabad or Bangalore are because it has a lesser Hindi speaking population. But the Chennai SRK fan club is particularly well known and has a very high profile in terms of social activities and the marketing and taking part in awareness activities about SRK, SR's movies and so on. And SRK himself has tweeted or commended the SRK Chennai fan club on numerous occasions. So how
Yeah.
have you managed to build such a large SRK fan community in a city that is ostensibly not a Hindi film watching center, as much as Hyderabad or Bangalore or Mumbai are?
Yeah, it may be not like a Hindi speaking center here, but here are a lot of SRK fans. Like even
Right,
Tamil speaking peoples like SRK so much. They just were not connected to each other. So when I started Chennai fan club and I started promoting it, people from Chennai and around the Tamil Nadu, when they came to know that one SRK fan club is now in our city, so they contacted me, and by that I started gathering fans and members.
Then I wanted to talk to you about how the fan clubs have taken a more central role over the years. Initially, fan clubs were mostly involved in the charitable activities, in creating awareness about the films. The first time maybe the fan clubs had a big role was maybe in Rise, but that changed very drastically when it came to Pathan. So can you just elaborate on how that changed over the years?
Oh yeah, like from the start when we run the fan club, from the beginning itself, we try to spread the awareness and all the good doings and all the contributions charities done by SRK sir to all the people. So we try to connect it and we try to share everything as much as we can.
Yeah,
With the doing charities, doing some activities like blood donation camps, and we kept on doing some kind of activities always in the name of SRK sir during regular intervals, like some of his movie anniversary, or it may be his own anniversary, wedding anniversary, or on his birthday, or increasing our fan club promotions in that way. And we started also like whenever some movies comes, like as you said, from Rais to Patan, it changed a lot.
yeah,
During Rais, we started like this FDFS to all over the country, and
yeah,
we try to do as much as first day first, so early morning in some several places. Like that, we started doing in Rais. We started in a grand way, but later we thought that we can do much more than that. So each year we started increasing the shows. Like in the first day, first show, we can try to break the record of doing early morning show in India. And in South, it like so the FDFS are done in a grand way by like
yeah.
putting a huge cutout, doing milk showers and everything. So that we started doing it, and with that people got attracted that yeah, this club is like doing so much. And not only we, like other fan clubs also all to join together, and we started doing it. Fan clubs kept on increasing, people seeing these activities, like people had got attracted and they keep on joining us, like us and other fan clubs. A lot of more when strength we got, like when we got no more numbers of fans, that we started increasing the fan clubs shows and all. With that way,
Right,
as much as we got much fans, the craze from Rise to Patan changed.
right.
And Patan was actually, as we know, it was a gap, it was a big
Yes,
gap
yeah,
for SRK sir comeback. So for that, it's thing to do that. Anyway, we had to do that.
right. So, broadly, can you give an estimate? Do you have an idea of how many people are part of these fan clubs, maybe in India, across the world, different SRK fan clubs?
Yeah, it's in thousands already.
Right,
Like
uh,
for example, in Hyderabad, we have a branch. Like there are 250, 300 people. In
right,
Aurangabad, we have a group of 300. In
right,
Chennai, we have a group of around 200. Like this, thousands of people are there.
right. And all these people who group together, where do you think at different points, at what point did you see like the most number of people joined? Was it before Pathan's release, or was it after after Zero? Maybe people wanted to show some support to him during his break. Which film had the most hype among the fan club?
Actually, for us, like we create hype for all the movies.
Yes,
So,
yeah,
like as we run a club all over the India in several cities, whenever any movie comes, we all fans be same kind of hype only. But yeah, Pathan was a special thing because it was a gap. We all were excited to see him in the big screen. So Pathan was exactly the over most of the hype we've seen in the film still now. But yeah, before that, for Zero also, we all were so much hype. For Zero, we've seen a huge group of fans joining us.
right. How many times have you seen Pathan, if I may ask you?
Pathan, I think for almost to 14 to 16 days, back to back, daily. After that, again, I went with my son. Then again, I went with my friends. It may be 20 plus.
Wow, that's that's a huge number. So, with Pathan and before Pathan, one of the major, a lot of people, journalists describe the marketing campaign of Pathan as a as a almost a political campaign by a leader, because the fan clubs mobilized themselves like a cadre and they began, countering a lot of negative perception that was building up against the film, was being built up by certain quarters in society. And a lot of people were really shocked that it's the first time that you saw Bollywood fan clubs organize themselves and defend their star in a way that is not commonly seen. That's something more of a South Indian phenomenon. So, what was going on in the minds of the fan club heads, and how did you all coordinate in creating a positive impression of Pathan? During the Besharam Rang controversy or during all the boycott calls, because with Pathan, the boycott culture ended. Arguably, I have not seen a boycott call after the film released. So, how did you counter that?
Yeah. Yeah, like when it started, we all fan clubs joined together and we decided that we will tackle it with spreading positivity about SRK, sir. Like
Right.
already as they were trying to capture some minute things and create a big issue. So
Yeah.
we all planned that we will spread, we all together, we will join together and we will spread positivity about the movie, positivity about the SRK, sir. We don't need to like fall in the controversy, or we don't need to answer particular persons who are trying to do this knowingly. So still lot of fans replied them, answered them, because anyway fans are fans, they don't tolerate anything against their idol.
Yeah.
So some fans they didn't, but when we are major fan clubs heads and all the main admins, co-admins, we all coordinated together and we planned that we will reply in a positive way. Whatever they trend, we will try to trend in a positive way. So we try to spread everything in a positive way, saying that first you watch the movie, after that you decide whether they were right or we are right. So like that we were trying to spread. And regarding that Besharam Rang and all, already people almost some people known that it is a total knowingly they are doing a controversy just to not to boycott Pathan, but just to boycott SRK. For in the as the movie had SRK in it, they're trying to do this. That's it. So slowly people came to know, and after the movie released, I think it was clear uh, that what was wrong and what was right. And after that, it became a huge blockbuster. So now no one need to reply or no one need to answer. The people who done boycott or people who supported, they already got the answer themselves.
Right. That was well said. So,
Yeah.
this is not Pathan is not the first release of SRK in 2023. He's got two more. He's got Jawan and Donkey. So, personally, as a
Yeah.
fan, which movie are you more excited for?
Yeah, actually, to be honest, Jawan, because it is a South director Atli,
Yeah,
and I have watched him, watched his all the movies done with Vijay.
yeah,
So we know that he has a talent to portray the character. Like if it's Vijay, when he was doing the movie with Vijay, he knows that how fans like him and fans what fans like to see him.
yeah,
So he done the movie like that. So when he's doing a movie with SRK sir, he already know that SRK sir is a bigger celebrity. So he know how to make a movie with him, and he know that if I what I do, then only fans will like. So he
yeah,
will exactly do in that way. So I am more excited for that.
yeah. But aren't you somewhat afraid that because as far as what I'm seeing of Jawan, it reminds me of a Shankar sort of movie where the hero has a totally different look and all that. And it's not something that
Yeah,
North Indian audience isn't very accepting of. You don't see North Indian audience accepting a very different look for their stars, especially SRK sir,
yeah,
because
right.
the dwarf looking hero or the fan looking fan, he tried something different, and the audience is not very welcoming of that. So do you have that
Yeah, right.
anxiety somewhere?
No, I have trust on Atli. So
Right.
like he will surely portray all the it may be two three characters in the movie, but he will portray in that way that people will surely get convinced. So I
Right.
think nothing to worry.
Yeah. And I was actually hoping you would talk about Jawan because you yourself live in Chennai and it seems quite like a very typical South Indian film. So, and with
Yeah,
SRK, an interesting thing is his association with South Indian filmmakers, right? He is perhaps the
yeah,
only South Indian, North Indian Hindi actor who has worked with Mani Ratnam, who has worked with Kamal Hassan, and who has also worked with Rajnikant in a cameo in Ravan. And one of
yeah,
his
right.
biggest hits had him go down south in Chennai Express. So, what do you
Yeah.
think? special about SRK sir that makes him appeal to the South Indian audience more than say Salman Khan?
Yeah, I don't think Salman Khan has such a big hype here or like that. But yeah, SRK from the time from the movie Dil Se itself, people started liking him, and even he was with him, Kamal Hassan sir in Hey Ram.
Yeah,
From that time itself, people started liking him. But mostly South Indian people like him not for the movies or the roles. People know him personally. People know him that what all he done for the industry, maybe industry or for the people or for the society. What all he done, and he came from like a not a big background, and
yeah,
how he lost his parents. Actually,
yeah,
people know everything about him. So that's
yeah,
why he gets more support here.
yeah. And that is one thing that is often, I think, somewhat that's under-discussed about him, is that it is not as much as his movies, but as much as his real life journey of, being a person, an ordinary person from Delhi who comes to Mumbai and becomes this gigantic movie star. Do you sometimes feel like I'm liking not the movies, but the star and his personal journey? That is what I'm invested in.
Yeah, of course. I started liking him for the movies. That's true. But as I grown day by day, I known him personally from real life to real life, and what all he is doing, what all he has achieved, and
Yeah.
about his family, about his parents. So surely, yeah, it's of course he invested in his personal life. It's not only movies now.
Yeah. So talking about his personal life, he had a very difficult episode in his personal life with his son's arrest. And again, there was a lot of online negativity that just blew up against him. And now that,
Yeah.
the case has been proven as baseless and the officer in charge is in court, do you feel vindicated now that what was said up against him, what was alleged against him has proven to be wrong? And how did the fan clubs behave in that very stressful time?
Yeah, it was actually, we already know it was, they were trying to frame him. Nothing
Yeah,
wrong was in it.
yeah,
Anyway, he is Shah Rukh Khan, so everything comes in his way, whether it be
yeah,
good or bad. Everyone
yeah,
tried to attract him, everyone tried to catch him. So
yeah,
anyway, that time also passed, but yeah, it was a tough time. But yeah, anyways, as we say, whatever happens, it happens for good only. So
yeah,
finally, everything solved, and now it's been proven. So nothing problem in it. But yeah,
yeah,
during that time also, we all fan clubs coordinated together, and we planned that the same thing, that we will spread positivity about him,
yeah,
whether let it be about him, about Aryan Khan, who about everyone. We will spread positivity only. We will not try to encourage the hate.
yeah,
So we like sent our team members outside his house, and we placed the hoardings and all in the support
yeah,
of him.
yeah,
Like then we done several kind of thing. We done charity. We started praying that everything gets sorted out soon.
yeah,
Anyway, it sorted not soon, but yeah, anyway, it happened what
yeah,
we thought. That's it.
yeah. So, and before Aryan Khan, that long gap that he took, it's very rare for a big star to take such a big break. And there's always a risk that after you take the break, after you come back, you might not have the same space for you anymore, like with Amitabh Bachchan, who was such a great star, such a great actor, arguably the greatest. But after his break, he did not find the same roles, he did not find the same audience for him as he used to in his peak. So during that gap, were you afraid that the fan base would somewhat wither and would not be together because he was almost incommunicado? There was no announcement, there was no teaser for the longest possible time. So were you somewhat afraid that the fan club might not be as strongly held together as it was when he was active?
Oh no, no. As we know that he's Shah Rukh Khan, and to be honest, like when I was child, from that time, now my child also likes him. So
Yeah,
like from generation to generation, still Shah Rukh Khan is Shah Rukh Khan only.
yeah,
Many stars came and gone, but he is still there only.
yeah,
Even if now also he would have not done movie, his stardom will be the same, because he have achieved it already. Now he
yeah,
doesn't need to achieve anything more. Now
yeah,
whatever he does for the fans, for the people, to give more love, to spread smile. But what
yeah,
all he achieved, it's already done his maximum. So it
yeah,
yeah, it's of course that when movies were not there, a big gap there. we may feel, but yeah, we know that whenever he will come back strongly, and he will hold the same fan base, he will hold the same fans, the same stardom. So still he is holding, and I think still he will be keep holding for more longer time.
Yeah. So now that a new phase of Shah Rukh Khan has begun, he's an actor who's had a lot of different phases in his career. He started off as this anti-hero, is a very experimental actor doing
Yeah,
Bazigar, Dar, Kabhi Haan Kabhi Na, working with all these art house directors. Then there was the romantic lover boy phase to DDLJ with Yash Raj and Dharma. And after that, you can say in the 2010s, again, he went out of his conventional zone and tried to experiment a lot with Imtiaz Ali, with Anand L. Rai, with Rahul Dholakia and others. So in these phases, is there a favorite phase, or do you think apart from the usual thing that the best is yet to come, is there a favorite Shah Rukh Khan for you in all the years?
so yeah, I think best yet to come, that we
Right,
can say.
right. So there's
Yeah,
no favorite. You can't choose between, say, the Bazigar phase and the
yeah, everything is I think everything is favorite only. Yeah, but yeah, as a romantic hero, that was the favorite part.
right. So what is your favorite Shah Rukh Khan romantic movie? Is it DDLJ or apart from DDLJ, should I say?
Yeah, it's for, of course, first DDLJ, and apart from that, Apne Bana Di Jodi.
Okay, right. So you're in
Yeah.
SRK
One
romantic. Okay.
second.
So we were at your favorite SRK romantic movies. So now that he's doing Pathan, he's doing Jawan, he's doing Donkey, and now he's part of the Yash Spy universe. And
Yeah.
with age, even he's admitted recently that he's not interested in playing the romantic hero at his age because he thinks it might look inappropriate. Do you think you're gonna miss the Raj Rahul phase?
Yeah, that surely we gonna miss it. But yeah, still he will be doing it. We know that. Surely he will do it.
Right. And with SRK being a romantic hero, he also has a very large female fan base. So how are the
Yeah.
female fan base involved in the fan clubs, and how much proportion of male and female fan base is included there? Because I think the proportion is very different from other star fan clubs, as far as what I'm guessing.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah,
actually, even female fans are totally involved as much as male fans are there.
yeah,
So even in during the movies, showing their craziness, uh, going like doing promotions in the road, maybe rallies, or
yeah,
doing charities, doing
yeah,
blood camps. Equally, they participated because
yeah.
for Shahrukh, what all we feel, the same thing they feel.
Right.
Maybe much more than us.
Yeah.
So they does a lot more than us.
Yeah. And when you're doing all these activities, funding is always a question. A lot of people accuse these fan clubs of being funded by the stars themselves. So how do you fund your activities?
Yeah, we funds like we have a, as I said, we have a branches all over the states in the
Yeah.
cities. We have a group of like main admins. After that,
Right.
we have a group of co-admins,
Yeah.
some core team members who are
Yeah.
like financially sounded, so they
Yeah.
can contribute during some activities. So in that way, we don't force anyone, but we the main members who are handling it, we contribute from ourselves, and apart from that we just say that we are going to do this for a noble cause, or we are going to do this activity. If anyone is interested to contribute, can contribute. So in that way we get
Okay.
automatically we get a funds, and we keep doing.
Right. And when you're doing all these activities and so on, there was this gigantic cutout of Shah Rukh Khan in Chennai, which is I was quite surprised. But
Yeah.
how do you brainstorm these things? Like with Pathan, the sort of hype that was created of the first day, first shows. Is there a certain like brain team that is part of the SRK fan clubs who like come up with all these promotional ideas, like the Jumanji Pathan
No,
ji?
like for Patan, as it was releasing, we need to do something special for to attract Tamil audience here.
Yeah,
So as we know here in South, like Ajit films, Vijay films, like Rajini sir films, that and all celebrated in a way like a festival. So
yeah,
we also thought that we will go to the most celebrated theater here, like Albert. We
yeah,
that like for all of the movies for Rajini, maybe Ajit or Vijay, that is the
yeah.
particular theater where people put huge cutout. They break the coconuts, do a big garland and milk pouring, and like they dance in front of the cutout. with the drums. So we
Yeah,
thought that we will create the same hype for SRK in
yeah,
Chennai. So
yeah,
we planned that we went to the theater person and spoke. We got the permission. We took the permission from YRF also for placing the huge cutout. They
yeah,
helped us a lot.
yeah.
Then we placed a huge cutout, and after that we done all the activities same as the do for the South for South Star. So when we done it, attracted it reached a huge to the huge public here, saying that for Shahrukh also they're doing this kind of activities, this much hype. Wow! So automatically people gathered and it went in a huge way. Even SRK sir liked the tweet also when we celebrated that. When we tweeted SRK sir's last liked tweet is our tweet only on Twitter.
Right. And when with Pathan's promotion, an undiscussed aspect is Yash Raj's role, because I don't think a fan-driven promotion campaign also would not have been possible without the cooperation of the producer. So how did Yash Raj participate? Was Yash Raj the first to propose the idea to the fans, or did Yash Raj jump onto the bandwagon later? Did it take some convincing to bring them on? Because Yash Raj is a very notoriously reclusive production house that doesn't bring out a lot of content of its movies before release. So, how is the coordination between the Yash Raj production team and the SRK fan club?
Yeah, for this, like YRF came forward, the team was very much helpful, and they came forward and they just inquired us to the all the fans club all over that what kind of promotions we can do in particular your places. Like
Yeah,
they for South they came to us, for North they went to another fan club. Like that they went to the fan clubs and they took ideas first, like what all we can do, in what way we can do,
okay,
what will be done best to attract the people, what is the fastest way or possible way to reach each audience, each house. Like that they asked, and we also shared some ideas to them, and they even took the ideas and they initiated it. And apart from that, they personally done huge campaigns everywhere.
right. Would this be the first fan-driven promotional campaign for a Shah Rukh Khan film, or would this pattern continue in the future? Do you think greater fan involvement, greater fan club involvement will be a feature that we will see for Shah Rukh Khan from this movie onward?
Yeah, sure, that will be.
Right. So for Jawan, can we expect people to come on that mask look in theaters or something like that?
Yeah, like I'm already planning to talk with the makers and do something special here.
Right. Because when I saw that look, it reminded me of Gajini, and you know how Amir made all the people stand in theaters with that Gajini look to promote the movie, if I'm not
Yeah,
wrong.
yeah,
If you remember, yeah. So they could do something like
yeah,
that
yeah,
with Jawan again, because it has a very distinctive look. So, when you're ahead of a fan club and you are a lot more closer to the star and his team than other ordinary fans are, a lot of people have expectations on you to bring out exclusive details to them. People want to know when the announcement is coming, when the teaser is releasing, what is the look of the star, what is the plot of the movie, how many characters are there. For example, in Jawan, no one knows how many characters SRK is playing because Atlee has a tendency to make the star play double, triple roles. So,
yeah.
do you get additional information compared to the ordinary fan, and do you feel the pressure from the fans to give something exclusive to them?
No, no. Like the team, maybe the makers or maybe the Shah Rukh Khan team, they all
Yeah,
treat everyone equally. Like
yeah,
I'm also a normal fan only, ordinary fan only. So I don't
yeah,
think that being a owner or yeah, we get privilege to handle everything. We get privilege to manage or get to when they're doing some activities or some promotions. We get the privilege to handle that or to arrange that.
yeah,
To like collect, gather the members and do everything. That is the
yeah.
special privilege we get. Apart from that, like information for the movie or something, that doesn't comes.
Right. Yeah, and in this regard, Shah Rukh Khan has become extraordinarily reclusive, almost in the manner of a South Indian, almost like Rajnikant, who doesn't come out in public to give interviews and all. And this is once a star who was very famous for his interviews, who was very famous for his public interactions and for the wit and charm that he displays. So, how much of the SRK, the interviewee, did you enjoy? And do you think we'll see him come back in public a lot more after Pathan or before Jawan or Dunki?
Yeah, I think now he is taking some private time. Like whenever he comes, like people ask him about his family and everything. So actually, he's now trying to just concentrate on the movies or concentrate on the film topics when he come to the public. But people started asking him privates. So I think for that, for the time being, he's away from it. But surely he will come back.
Right. Yeah. And also with Shah Rukh Khan, there's also another factor of, there is this very strong image that he has, right? And that image has often been fighting with the actor within him. And one of the best examples is Fan, where he pretty much shows it in an indirect way, where the star is fighting with the fan. And very few people have shown the star-fan relationship in such a way. So, as a fan of Shah Rukh Khan, what did you feel about Fan? Although it
Yeah,
didn't
as a
work, it was a fantastic performance. I think anyone would acknowledge that.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Actually, that was a movie he done just for the fans. He
yeah,
dedicated the movie for the fans, showing that what fans mean to him and what
yeah,
he mean to the fans. He
yeah,
exactly portrayed it. So that
yeah,
movie itself has a clear message. Yeah, but the extreme level which fan went, even through in real life, there are such fans also there.
yeah,
So to convey a message to the fans that they should not follow that path, they should be in a positive way. They should not idolize someone so much that they may go to this extent. So this was a
yeah,
message from him. But
yeah,
yeah, that was a truly heart-touching movie. It was a true feelings from our heart. We were when
yeah,
we watched the movie, it was like our feelings has been portrayed in the screen.
yeah. And would Fan be your favorite film from his experimental phase between Fan, Rise, in the Dear Zindagi, Harry Met Sejal and Zero? Would Fan be your favorite film of that phase, or would it be something else?
Yeah, Fan and Rise.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. And talking about Dear Zindagi, because there's a lot of rumors about Shah Rukh and Alia possibly collaborating again. So, he in
yeah,
Dear Zindagi and Brahmastra, he also tried to play a sort of supporting role. And some people thought he was trying to go towards that Amitabh Bachchan space of doing character roles and all. He acted well and all that. But would you really like to see Shah Rukh Khan do character roles, or would you still want him to be the star forever?
no, he will be doing the star roles till he can do. He will try to spread the love and bring smiles on the public faces and fans till till what time he can do. Surely he will do for a long time. But yeah, these characteristic roles are like the main speciality of SRK sir is that if someone comes and asks him that I'm doing a movie and I want that you do a cameo in it, he will
Yeah,
never say no. He will never ever say no to anyone.
yeah,
So that's why nowadays he getting more roles. Like all of them are friends in and his family in
yeah,
the film line. So like
yeah,
he never say no to anyone. And like even in Tiger 3 is again he's coming as Pathan. So
yeah,
like that will keep on going. But yeah, the main role which he played, the main lead, that will still be going on.
yeah. So, you've met Shah Rukh Khan on multiple occasions. You've spoken to him. How has your impression been of him as a person?
Yeah, he is like being such a big star, surely we can say he's down to the earth person.
Yeah,
The way he respects the fans and the way he responds and the way he treats the fan, I think never ever can anyone can do in this whole universe. I think no one ever can do that.
yeah,
Personally, I've experienced the way he treat. I think and being at the such a big position, that's the most important thing.
yeah,
No one can do that.
yeah. And he's also very anonymous about the financial help that he gives. So,
Yeah,
is there any example of his generosity that really touched you? He's done foundation work, helping acid attack victims, but that he advertises more because he wants to draw attention to the cause of women suffering from acid attacks. But his
yeah,
personal generosity, the money he's contributed, he's never really let out. So, are there any examples of his
yeah.
generosity that you could share that you are aware of?
Yeah, there are a lot of occasions, but I think that will be not right thing because he himself thinks that we should not share that.
Yeah,
I think in a Muslim community,
yeah.
I learned from Shah sir itself that they say that when we give from one hand, another hand
The
should
other
not
hand
know
should not
that
know.
what we
Yeah,
have done.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. So he follows that thing only, and
yeah,
respecting him, we also follow that. So I think that will be not a good thing to share what he's doing and what he's not. But one instance I will like to share with you that even
yeah.
his tweet, a single tweet, can save
Yeah.
someone lives.
Okay.
One incident happened when a child was suffering from a disease.
Yeah.
So it was some his parents were trending on Twitter in the name of Save Aryan. His son's name was Aryan. So they
Okay.
were trending Save Aryan campaign as he was suffering from Hunter syndrome. For that, they
Okay.
needed an injection. If he need to save, if they need to save his life, he was I think 7 or 8 years old child that time. So
Yeah.
if they need to save their child life, they need that injection, which is available only out of India. And
Yeah.
to bring that injection to India, it was costing lakhs.
Yeah.
But they were not sounded financially. They doesn't have enough money to bring it. So they were
Yeah.
trying to seek help from all the stars. They tweeted almost all the stars available in India,
Yeah.
tagging them. They came to all the fan clubs, all
Yeah.
stars fan clubs, uh, all the biggest star fan clubs, and they came to us also. So we all fan clubs joined together, planned a trend that we will do a trend,
Yeah.
trying to gather as much as funds for them,
Yeah.
and we will even try to spread the word to Shahrukh sir also.
Yeah.
So everyone were doing, and I tweeted personally from Chennai FC requesting sir that sir, we need to pass this message to Dr. Harshvardhan. He was health minister at that time. So if
Okay.
he approves, they can bring the injection here without
Yeah.
any tax or any cost.
Okay.
But we need approval of him. So the parents were trying to get at least approval. Uh, so to get the approval also, they need some big power,
Yeah.
some big pressure to on him. He should notice that message.
Yeah.
So we tweeted saying to SRK sir that sir, this child is suffering. They need this kind of injection from the this country, and to bring them, we need Dr. Haswardhan sir's approval. It
Yeah.
will be good if you retweet or say something on this. So
Yeah.
he retweeted it immediately.
Right.
When he retweeted immediately, Dr. Harshvardhan saw as like when Harshvardhan came to know that Shah Rukh Khan has retweeted something related to me, he Harshvardhan has to respond. So
Yeah.
Dr. Harshvardhan has came online and he immediately responded that yeah he will do the needful and he is initiating the action immediately. And
Right.
next day itself they given the letters and approval were passed and within 2 to 3 days they got the injection. The kid was saved. Now he was like almost I think 12, 13 years old. Uh,
Yeah.
he is living his normal life. And that was all because of Shah Rukh sir only. Yeah, of course, Dr. Harshvardhan, he is the main person, but to reach the message to Harshvardhan, everything
Yeah.
was all because of Shah Rukh sir. So that family, even now, each year when that kid's birthday comes, they call us and they thank us.
Right. That is very heart touching to hear. So, that reach
Yeah,
and that ability to, bring together people from so many different parts of the world is something that's very special to Shah Rukh Khan. He's got fans across the world. He's one of the true pan-world Indian stars that we have. you know
yeah,
so have you found it easy, have you found the SRK fandom and the SRK fan club a way to connect to people across the world, people from different parts of the world, and were you really surprised to know, are there these many fans at SRK? Are these people, from this country speaking this language, SRK fans? Was there ever a moment like that for you?
yeah. When I started the fan club, I first started only concentrated on India. But
Yeah.
later I got started getting inquiries from abroad. But I thought,
Okay.
yeah, some countries are famous for where SRK sir, we know he's already ruling the hearts. But
Yeah.
later when I kept getting the inquiries from particular countries which I never heard also. I mean, I have
Okay.
also never heard particular country, particular cities from that countries. They all contact us and they were like a mad kind of fans and the way they showcase their love to be the part of the fan club. I was
Yeah.
really shocked and amazed to saying that uh, I myself say that yeah, I feel proud to say that I am fan of this man.
Right. And that pride and that feeling of joy, what were your feelings when the first show Pathan ended? Because I know a friend of mine, a female friend, who was almost in tears by the time the movie ended because she was so happy that her favorite star has made such a grand comeback. So, what were your feelings when
Yeah,
the first show Pathan ended?
yeah, we were too much excited and at the same time we were also being sentiment also saying that the way he came back with action, that was the most important thing.
Yeah.
Like there are a lot of action stars in Bollywood, but he showed it that yeah, I can also become a biggest action star. So that was
Yeah.
really shocking, amazing, and we were also in tears, but for the good cause. in a happy tears.
Yeah. So, apart from the happy tears, were there any really depressing moments as an SRK fan, which was like maybe that bad phase? What was the moment that you felt, oh, did not go well? Because for me, I remember really being disappointed when I went to Jab Harry Met Sejal. I went on the first day, the morning show, and I was just shocked that, Imtiaz Ali, such a great director, directing Shah Rukh Khan, and it was not as satisfying as I'd expected it to be. And I was really upset after that. So, what was that moment for you where you felt really upset with a certain film or at a certain point?
Yeah, we were like all the fans almost were disappointed. Yeah, being SRK sir in that movie, it was not a movie like SRK type. But
Yeah,
at the same time, we know that if someone comes and asks him to do a movie, and that the person who is coming and asking if he's good friend or he's close like a family, surely he will say yes, whether the script is good or not.
yeah,
Surely he will say yes. And
yeah,
also, apart from that, we know that he is the only star in the world who keeps
yeah,
trying new things. He knows
yeah,
if it doesn't go well, there will be a huge controversy, a huge disappointment will be there. Even fans will be heartbroken. But yeah,
yeah.
he knows he will keep on trying the new things.
Yeah, and that willingness to do the new, do you find some fans, even as a fan oneself, sometimes you don't feel like this is a movie that you should have done, or you're very not happy that the star is experimenting. We don't want our star to do too much different things because we like him in a certain
Yeah,
way. So, when you have a star who is constantly trying something different, someone who is doing a movie with Siddharth Anand, Atli, and Raju Hiran in the same year, how do you calibrate your expectations? How does the fan club handle itself? Because before Pathan, you have to show a certain sort of, you have to market an action movie. In Jawan, you have to market a
yeah,
masala movie. In Tanki, you have to market a romantic comedy, if I can use that word. I'm
yeah,
not sure what the genre is for that. So how do
yeah.
you switch gears?
Yeah, at the end, everything is for SRK, sir. So it doesn't matter what the genre is or what the category it is.
Yeah,
Anyway, we need to show the love for him. So
yeah,
we spread the love and we show the love always in the
yeah,
same way. That doesn't matter because we always follow one path, which SRK sir said, that
yeah,
always spread love and happiness. That's it.
yeah, yeah. So, apart from that, also sometimes fans are not happy with certain decisions stars take, right? For example,
Yeah,
in with Kisi Ka Bhai Kisi Ki Jaan, Salman Khan fans were a huge fuss that they didn't want Salman Khan to do this movie, and even trended on Twitter begging him not to. So, are there moments where you feel like don't do this, or don't work in this movie, and how do you handle the negativity without it seeming like you're attacking your star? You're telling him not to do something, but you have to make sure that it's not an attack.
yeah, personally, from my side, I never do that.
Yeah,
I respect all the decisions he takes. Being his
yeah,
fan, I know that he knows better because the way he respect the fans, the way he treat the fans, and the way
yeah,
he's given all the life for his whole life for the fans, I know that surely he will not do anything which will hurt his fans. So
yeah,
if he is taking any decision, I am more than me. I am sure on his decision that whatever he is doing, it will be right only. Even
yeah.
if it go in a wrong way also, still I
Then
respect his decision because
yeah,
he may have thought something and done.
yeah. तो you think नियत साफ है तो काम आखिर में अच्छा ही हो जाता है. You believe in that
Yeah,
philosophy.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
right.
you're talking about the fans, and when I went to Mumbai on a very normal day, even when I was going through Bandstand, I was shocked to see the crowd outside his home because he wasn't out. It was not a special occasion, and there were just still
Yeah,
people from different parts of the world were taking photos, were making videos of the place, and it is quite amazing how a house can be so integral to a stardom. I can't think of another star whose house name I know. I know Mannat. I think
yeah,
everyone knows Mannat. Maybe Amitabh Bachchan's
yeah,
house
right.
also has a lot of crowd coming on at Sundays when he comes out. So, how did Mannat become Mannat? How did it become such an important part of SRK fandom?
Yeah, Mannat, it's like Jannat for us. It for each fan, it's like whenever he comes Mumbai or he passes through Mumbai,
Yeah.
it's become a mandatory for us. Even myself, whenever I go through Mumbai or to in Mumbai, I always visit that place first. It's
Okay.
more than a temple for us.
Yeah,
Like when we go to temple, when we take the blessings and praise it, like that way we do it. And it started from the way, like he's the only star being at such a position. He comes for each of his birthday or Eid or whatever festivals, Diwali, he
yeah,
comes out and greet the fans. No other no other star do that. Without any security, standing in a
excuse
open chamber upside and spreading his arms
me.
and showering the love for fans.
Yeah,
That is the main thing which attracted the fans, and now Mannat has become a part of all the SRK fans' life. So
yeah,
whenever they like people says in my whole life, I should visit that place once, or like
yeah,
as you all say that we need to visit Hajj once in our life.
yeah,
Like that, not on Twitter and not followed by SRK. I had a dream. I wished I put in my wish list that before I die, I should see Mannat once.
okay,
So like this, it's become a mandatory for all the fans now. It's not a star house, or it's not a like normal bungalow or house, not a
yeah,
normal property. It's a part of our life. As we
yeah,
say, it's Mannat, it's Jannat for us.
yeah. And I think somewhere Mannat also has that status because, it's such a grand house. And for a guy who grew up in a ordinary Delhi colony, in a Delhi middle class colony, to go and become the resident of such a Shandar villa on the seaside of Bombay, I think that itself is a success story that people are celebrating when
Yeah,
they're going
exactly.
out in that house. Do you think that is a certain factor that's playing there?
Yeah, that is the most important factor,
Yeah,
exactly. As the way he said that someone asked him, sir, मन्नत कितना क्या rate है sir मन्नत का? Someone asked in a Ask
yeah,
SRK session.
yeah,
He replied in a way that it's a hard work of 30 years. So
yeah.
that shows is exactly. Yeah,
Yeah. And in this hard work of 30 years, in this hard work of 31 years, actually, now that
yeah,
it's 2023. So
yeah, right.
in these years, what are your high points? What are like the most exciting SRK moments for you as a fan club, as an individual? The first
Yeah,
SRK news in Planet Theatre.
yeah, for me, like it's his own conversion from his own life, the transformation of his life, being a normal man, like just getting some few rupees, a few
Yeah,
rupees in, he came to Mumbai. That is the most important thing which attracted me.
yeah,
Watching his movies and that and all, yeah, it's a part of every fan.
yeah,
For each fan, it will be like, I like his movie, I like his charm, I like his action, or I like his romance. But for me,
yeah,
I started with that way only, liking him from his movies, but now he is most important part of my life. I
yeah,
like try to live him. I like to try to work hard like him. I learn
yeah,
things from him and I try to follow the way. Even I
yeah,
got married. My love story was also like him. So I also
yeah,
got like wife parents ignored, and same. I also faced the same kind of things. Then again, it DDLJ part was same for me. Like finally everything went well. So everything connect. My life also get connected with him in some ways. So always he is special in all the way for me. His life,
right.
exactly, if I say his life for me now.
Right. Wow. So, SRK has also had this great run with albums, right? Jumisha Patan is playing everywhere now. Before that,
Yeah,
he's had some of the best albums among his contemporaries. Dil Se,
yeah.
DDLJ, Kuch Kuch Ho Raha Hai. The list goes on. So, what are your favorite SRK songs?
Favorite SRK song, Kal Ho Na Ho title song,
Yeah.
and then Tujh Mein Rab Dikhta Hai. That is
Okay.
one of my favorite song. Uh,
Yeah. Great songs again.
yeah, so yeah, almost all the and the songs from Pardes that were also awesome. So I
Yeah.
think all the songs of his are almost heart touching,
Yeah.
but yeah, some are extraordinary.
Yeah. And apart from the songs, there are a lot of movies that I feel are quite underrated, that he doesn't get his due in for acting in very good films. For example, I can't imagine another actor acting in a movie that is as brave as Hey Ram. It would have
Yeah,
been a very controversial thing to do, but he still went ahead with it. So do you feel
yeah,
like he has not gotten his due as an actor, and that what can fan clubs do to correct that? For example, there are a lot of movies that people don't know he's even done. People don't know he's worked with Kamal Hassan. A lot of people don't know that he's worked with Amol Palekar in Paheni. So,
Yeah.
what do you think, apart from celebrating SRK as a star, what do you think fans can do to make SRK the actor more notable?
Yeah, we try to do that also. Like we run a campaign regularly, saying the movies which people must watch. If
Right.
someone has not watched, they should must watch these movies. Like Ram Jane, I personally I feel Ram Jane was one of his best acting in that movie, but
Right.
that doesn't got the due as you say, same thing. But yeah, like that we try to all the fan clubs do a different type of activities. Like we try to release that movie, the movies which are with red chilies, we try to re-release that movie
Yeah.
in some theaters, and we do a
Yeah.
special show, or
Yeah.
else we try to do a private screening, and we
Yeah.
invite the fans in that particular city to watch that movie. When they watch that movie, they feel that yeah, this was an awesome movie. We doesn't know that even this was a movie acted by SRK, like that.
Yeah.
So even the people who are fans now, they may have not watched the movies in theaters, they still don't
Yeah.
know that time, they may
Yeah.
have not even born.
Yeah.
So that kind of things also we do. The movies which people have not watched, or they think that this movie has been done by Shah Rukh, still some people don't know.
Yeah.
We try to do the special screenings and all in that way.
Yeah, and talking about re-releases, in Telugu, there's been this trend of re-releasing the stars' older movies in a very large scale, like a brand new movie. Is there any plan to do a re-release like that with SRK films? Is there something in the future?
No, not yet, I think.
Right.
Even Rajni sir is doing that now in South.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I think for SRK sir, still, I don't think something that's on chart.
Right. Right. Maybe we should do. Maybe the fans should do a campaign to encourage him to release
Yeah,
one of those movies. I
yeah,
would
yeah,
love to
sure,
see.
sure.
I would love to see Main Hoon Na or something in a theater. I think that'd be a fun movie to watch. So
Yeah, yeah.
now that SRK has made the grandest comeback in Hindi cinema, some would argue, is there anything that you still want from him? You want him to do this sort of another a movie like this, another movie like that. Any wish list? Maybe have SRK do a completely different character? Is that fans have a lot of vision for their star. They think more for the stars, and maybe they star things also. So, is there
Yeah.
something else that you think SRK has to do, has to reach? That's the
No,
last
I
that.
think he has reached to all the levels. I just want that he be happy always. That's it. Apart from
Right.
that, I don't need anything. He always keep doing the movies like this, entertain us, and he
Yeah.
always be happy.
Yeah. That was on that note. I think I'll end this. Thank you so much, Sudhir Kothari
Yeah,
ji.
sure.
It was lovely talking to you. And
Yeah, sure.
yeah. And if I get any ideas for an SRK movie promotion, I think I know the person to contact.
Yeah, sure, sure. Always.
Yeah. Thank you.
And just I want to show the book if you don't mind.
Yeah.
The message SRK sir gave to me.
Yeah. Yeah. That'd be nice.
This is the book exactly,
Yeah.
and this is the message like sir gave.
Yeah, keep shining and do well in life. Lots of love, Shahrukh. That was lovely. I hope
Yeah,
someday I meet the man too. I've seen him, but I've not met him. So yeah,
yeah.
but
Surely, I promise that I will fulfill your this dream.
well, as they say, Kismet, हम सबको forgetting the Om Shanti Om dialogue now. अगर तुम किसी चांद को
किसी चीज
शिद्दत
को
से
दिल से चाहो तो,
चाहो तो पूरी कायनात तुम्हें
शिद्दत
उस
से
चीज
चाहो तो,
से
या
मिला देती है.
मिलाने की
That
साजिश में लग जाती है.
Tradition is. That happened with him. I hope that happens with me. I hope that happens with all of us. Thank you and have a
Sure,
nice day.
sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Thank